They say wealth buys silence, but out here, silence has teeth. I never asked to be the middlewoman between folklore and land deeds, but here I am, playing boundary keeper to something that doesn't understand Wi-Fi, property rights, or restraining orders. The Dogman doesn't negotiate, it remembers. And lately, more people have come sniffing around. Tourists, YouTubers, even real estate developers with drone footage and dollar signs. So now, I'm asking myself every morning with my espresso in hand, am I protecting sacred ground or covering up a string of disappearances that no one's bold enough to investigate? The truth? The wild made a pact with me, and it's collecting. Welcome to the Wild Pact, Episode 1, The Return. The wrought iron and steel doors creak open, breaking weeks of silence. Golden light spills across the black marble foyer as Ava steps in, late 50s, poised, powerful, and controlled. Behind her, Malik, her 33-year-old son, military, measured, carrying his duffel over one shoulder. And Soraya, 30, her daughter, creative, intuitive, and wearing vintage heels and distrust in equal measures. My children hadn't been home in years. I told myself it was because they were busy, grown. But the truth was, I'd kept them away. The mansion grounds at the same time. Elijah, the groundskeeper, trimmed a row of hedges near the tree line. He's in his 60s, loyal, superstitious, and unusually still tonight. His radio crackles, then dies. The shears fall from his hands as he hears it. A low growl, not close, but not far enough. He looks toward the woods, sees movement, not an animal, not human, but something in between. In the kitchen at night. The house is warm, wine poured. A private chef prepares a meal quietly in the background. The family sits at the marbled island, food untouched. I still don't understand why you wanted us here, Soraya said. Because I need to tell you something. You look like you've seen a ghost, Malik returned. That wouldn't be far from the truth, Ava said. She turns. From the fridge, she retrieves an object, a smooth stone etched with arcane symbols, sets it gently on the table. The lights above flicker. There's something living in the woods, Ava says, and I think it's been watching us since the day this house was built. The grounds at night. Elijah returns to the tool shed. His hands tremble. Inside, he locks the door and lights a lantern. He pulls out an old leather pouch. Inside, a journal, weathered, water-damaged, and handwritten. He flips through pages until he finds one marked with a dark circle and diagonal dash. Below it, in smeared ink, if you hear it breathe, don't. Something thumps against the side of the shed. Once, twice, then silence. In the study later that night, Ava shows Soraya and Malik a private journal, leather-bound, marked with similar symbols as the stone. It belonged to their grandfather. Inside, sketches of a humanoid wolf-like creature, references to offerings, a guardian of bloodline. You mean to say you've been feeding it? Soraya said. No, I've been respecting it. It's never come in, never hurt me, but it keeps others out. This is insane, Malik retorted. Is it? Ava said softly. She presses a button. The security footage flickers to life. Thermal feed. One camera, nothing. Another, movement near the trees. Massive, upright, golden eyes flaring before vanishing. In the guest room at midnight, Soraya sits on the edge of her bed, candle lit, phone off. She scrolls through old texts with her mother, gaps, months without replies. Then a noise outside her window, a sniff, wet and heavy, then silence. She rushes to the curtain, nothing. But on the glass, a smudge, not a handprint, something larger and wider. The grounds at dawn. Elijah is missing. His truck is still parked near the gate, but his tools are untouched. A single black feather rests on the driver's seat. Next to it, his pouch. The journal, open to a new page. It does not want guests. In the breakfast room that morning, Ava stares at the window overlooking the tree line. Raya eats quietly, and Malik drinks coffee, arms crossed. You said it keeps intruders out, so what happens now that we're here? Soraya asked. That's what I'm afraid to find out. Security room later. Malik reviews security data, finds audio files, distorted, something growling in low frequency. He notices a camera glitch, frame skips around 3 a.m. in the east corridor. He scrubs frame by frame, one frame empty, next frame eyes, too close to the lens, then black. The woods that evening. Ava, alone, walks toward the edge of the property. She carries a silver tray. On it, raw meat, a slice of honeycomb, and her blood, a drop on black silk. She kneels at the flat stone she's used for years and places the offering. They're not a threat, they're mine, she whispers. A rustle behind her. She doesn't turn, breathes, and waits, and then she leaves. In the hallway that night, Malik installs motion sensors manually. Soraya lights incense in her room, protective and symbolic. And Ava watches from her study as she writes in a fresh journal. The pact is fragile now. The land knows they are mine, but it doesn't care. At the tool shed the same night, the door swings open and the wind howls. Inside, claw marks across the walls. A new offering rests in the center, laid out with precision. 3 things. A cracked wristwatch, Elijah's, a rabbit's skull, and a strip of fabric from Malik's duffel bag. In the foyer, moments later, Ava opens the steel doors. Malik and Soraya stands behind her. We shouldn't be out here at night, Soraya said. Then stay inside. Ava steps into the night and they follow. At the tree line that night, Ava calls out into the woods. You protected me for years. I have honored you, fed you, but these are my blood. If they die on this land, the pact ends. The trees rustle and a shape appears, massive, half shadow, half moonlight. It doesn't growl. It does not charge. It waits. The family stands still. Then, the creature raises its head, sniffs, and turns away, disappearing into the woods. Back at the study later, Ava writes, "It knows they are mine, but it no longer protects. It only tolerates. This land doesn't care who you are. It remembers only what you owe, and soon it comes to collect."